Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
How is everybody today? Who do we got here? Kimmy, here I am. Hey, Undead. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Alyssa. Does everybody have their coffee ready? Did you have your breakfast yet? What are you having right now?
I
Dina?
just I just made my coffee and I also made a tuna fish sandwich.
For
Or else
breakfast?
no. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, BC.
Hey BC. Hi, I'm Dad. Hey Alyssa, Danielle. Kimmy, here I am.
BC, what are you having in your coffee? You having the black or you have something in it? Hey, Shantadla.
Hey Shantadla, hi. What are you having, Didi?
I had coffee already like 2 hours ago. So right now I'm just having a water and then I'll probably have some lunch after we're done.
Oh, I'm having coffee with McDonald's Keurig cup with fat-free vanilla coffee mate creamer.
A little bit of half and half. Gimme, what's in your coffee? What do you got?
I think she said iced, right? What'd she say?
Oh, iced coffee with cream. Okay.
Hey V.
Hey V, good morning. Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming in. I had tuna fish the other night. We don't want to talk about does anybody not put mayonnaise in their tuna? I mean, while we're on the tuna subject, is there any crazy lunatics that have plain effing tuna fish?
I made my tuna the lazy way today. I just put mayo, Hellman's, black pepper, and a little bit of onion powder in mine because I was too lazy to cut up onions all the way and all that stuff.
Hey, Madison. Of course, we're talking about Kimmy's dry ass tuna
Of course, Madison. Good morning.
that she eats right out of the can like cat food. Now I'm taking all the links down. I
But
had
it's
tuna
but
yesterday.
wait, Italian tuna doesn't have mayo in it though. It has olive oil. You know that.
Yes, yes. But I will still put mayo on the bread.
Hey, Jessica. Good morning. Kimmy does, Jessica.
Kimmy eats cat food dry out of the container, Jessica. V, she loves it. If we don't bother her, she doesn't know what to do with her day.
Our goal is to make her laugh at least 4 times a day.
I had in my tuna the other day. Trader Joe's tuna is fantastic.
We,
Don't listen to these
we
knuckleheads.
know. We know you love it. You're obsessed with it.
We know. Thanks, BC. I had mayo, some red vinegar. I put some little pieces of spicy peppers with the vinegar, and then I stuffed it all in a pepper and drizzled hot sauce on it.
Oh my God, are you obsessed with all these peppers?
I could eat anything in a fucking bell pepper.
I don't even understand why. Like you don't even like peppers though.
I don't know. It's something with them raw. We miss you too, V. Chantal is here. Hey, Queen. Madison, period.
So I feel like I need to address something.
Oh no. What?
It's the fact that I call you Dee Dee because I don't want you to be associated with that other Dee Dee douche. So
Okay.
being that she's back now, I have never called my sister Denise in my whole entire lifetime. For me to even say it is weird. So you will hear me call her Dee Dee because when I was little, I couldn't pronounce Denise, and everybody in our family calls her Dee Dee. It's Deedee, not D D. Okay, just to clarify, I have to say it because I feel weird calling you Dee Dee when they don't know why I'm calling you Dee Dee.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're good now.
We're good now.
Madison, Jessica, Chantala, what do you got? You have your coffee already? You had breakfast already? Madison's probably having like chicken nuggets or something because she starts out early.
Madison had fried chicken already. Kimmy, you better get
Oh,
fried
Kimmy wants fucking fried chicken.
chicken.
Kimmy
Okay.
wants fried chicken 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it actually feels weird for me to say Denise. Not like none of like Joseph doesn't either. He's never called her Denise in his life either.
But he just says D.
Yeah, but when I address you to him, I'm like, did you call Aunt Didi or did you call like you know?
I've got a monster and I had eggs and a biscuit. Ooh, yum. I want a biscuit. Hey, Jojo. I'm sipping on a frozen daiquiri Gage brought last night that I stuck in the freezer. Of course you are.
Uh-huh. Shantala, I feel like before I even read this is going to be good. Black turkey tea from home. Oh, it just went off my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, black Turkish tea from home. And my hubby must think I'm hungry as fuck. He just got home with 2 dozen donuts. Needless to say, I have to get some work done. Is it because he watched my Krispy Kreme video and James was dead set that he was going to eat 2 fucking dozen donuts with diabetes? Let me add.
Oh, Kimmy, it's 11:11 and it's 11:11. It's early enough for you to get your KFC today.
Today's 11/11.
Yesterday was 11:11, but it's 11:11 a.m. right now.
Oh, I'm like, do you know what today's date is? Jojo, I'm at the park with my family, so I might not be too active in chat. I had scrambled eggs and pancakes. Whoa. And coffee with gingerbread latte skinny syrup. Jojo, you put us all to shame.
She's so fancy for us. I don't know.
She put us freaking
So
stop pulling out James like that.
Well, I don't care what brand fried chicken you get. Just make sure you get fried chicken today, Kimmy.
Yes, you need to. Well, she's supposed to be making fucking shepherd's pie today.
I know.
My fiance would do that too. He eats like 7 meals a day.
She was making shepherd's pie 2 days ago as well.
I love Acme fried chicken. The only time we used to have an Acme here a billion years ago. And then the only time I've ever seen an Acme after all of ours closed down was on Long Beach Island in Jersey.
Did we? I've never seen an Acme. Where was it here?
It was in Greenwich Plaza.
Oh, down the block.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember that. You better be doing both today, Mrs. Kimmy.
Oh, Visa Didi is what we call my cousin whose name is Diana. My cousin Jen couldn't pronounce the name, so she called her Didi, and it stuck with the family.
Yeah.
I shared my eggs with the little girl in the picture. Aw. Oh, have fun, Danielle. I can't wait to see it when it's done.
No, I need a haircut so freaking bad.
Let's see. Did we catch up with everybody?
Oh, she said that Acme blew away on Long Beach Island.
Really? My breakfast consisted of a white monster. Wow. You guys having your energy drinks in the morning. That blew away. What, with the hurricane, Kimmy? Wait, what the hell flavor was that? I had a drink called Zombie. It takes blue, but I also had Bailey's in my coffee yesterday. Oh, look at you, Jessica, starting out early.
Bailey's.
Madison, I prefer to call DD pecan pie. Watermelon monster. I can't drink any of those energy drinks. I'd be having a freaking heart attack the entire day. Like a million years ago, I used to try those. What was those little shots? The 5-hour energy drinks.
Those were a killer.
But now I can't even imagine taking any kind of energy drink.
Jungle juice, Madison.
Jojo said hi, everyone. Who said hi? It's Sex on the Beach, strawberry, Cajun adjustment, and jungle juice.
She's having a party all by herself right now on a
It's
Saturday morning.
You're trying to get me drunk, I think. Madison, do you know what time it is? I mean, I'm all for the alcoholic drinks, but I mean, it's the AM still.
Jojo, me too. I had to think that 5 hour drink once. I'll never do it again.
Don't feel bad, ladies. I'm rocking 2-inch roots and dead ends. Enjoy your hair appointment, Danielle. So let's see what the heck we have going on. We weren't here. I don't know if everybody knows. We missed last Saturday because I had to get my oil changed because I had no oil left in my car. So I think everybody in here already knows the story. But that's why we missed last week. And now we're trying out a new time of today, like 11 a.m. to see if that's easier because I know I have a lot of California besties who 9 a.m. is just way too early for them to be up on a Saturday. Denise, we are pre-gaming to survive the day. Okay. So we're hoping that the 11 a.m. works out good for everybody.
This is just testing.
Okay, I was watching the Krispy Kreme video and your honey calling happy miserable sent me.
Right. James.
That's you, Alyssa. But Danielle too, it's an hour earlier, so it was way too early for a Saturday for a lot of people at 9 a.m. Okay, so we had the good for you. It's good for you, Chantal. The good. All right. Good. I'm glad. We had the New York City Marathon here, and if anybody doesn't know what the marathon happens once a year, and these lunatics will walk or run through all 5 boroughs. So they shut down the bridges, they shut down streets. It's a fucking disaster if you need to travel. It's just a mess. But it's happened for a billion years. The only year they did not do it was 2020, obviously because of the pandemic. But billions of people do it. Why? I don't know. I mean, maybe because I'm not a runner and I just never would think about doing this. But this is some clips of the support that the New Yorkers give the other New Yorkers for running through these 5 boroughs. Oh, Jessica. Denise, you asked what we were drinking and eating. I guess because it's late, you think we have clothes on. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica.
Wasn't somebody else naked in our last stream on Saturday morning?
Was it maybe it was Jessica still?
Was it Jessica?
It might have been Jessica. Were you naked the last stream too? Thanks. I'm glad everybody liked the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. It was good.
They get nothing, Alyssa. Nothing.
Right.
It was Kimmy. Kimmy's the nudist. Okay, so here's some signs that they're holding up as the runners are passing by. Run fast, eat ass.
Okay.
Wonderful sign. Nobody cares.
That's rude.
San Francisco has why can't I speak today? San Francisco has the Bay to Breakers marathon. People are nuts. They dress up or run up or run nice. I wear bike shorts at home because I hate pants. Jessica again. I generally don't wear pants. I think Jessica's just naked all the time.
Look at V. I will admit that I literally cannot stand sleeping naked. I don't know how people do it. Plus, I'm a mom. I don't want my kids to be traumatized when they bust into my room in the middle.
I can never imagine sleeping fucking naked. I could never. Even if I lived alone, don't think I could ever sleep naked.
I can't sleep naked either, but I also cannot sleep with pants or socks on. I can't. The way the pants and socks feel underneath the blanket, I can't handle that.
Like even when I'm fully dressed in pajamas, I have to have a blanket covering me. Like I'm afraid people are watching me and looking at me while I'm sleeping. Kimmy, I got out of the shower and right back into PJs. Yes.
Yes, Madison.
I immediately pull off my pants when I get home. Well, apparently he does. He showed up to hold that sign. Right. Right, Ramen.
Come on,
Samoans!
Sarah.
Samoans is on vacay. That's why she's not up here with us. The Mr. and Mrs. took a little vacation. Alyssa said they had the Nike Women's Marathon in San Francisco too. The finishers got free Nike swag and Tiffany & Co. necklaces. Well, you know what? Maybe that would motivate me a little bit.
Right. Maybe that. Right. Maybe
With
that
San
motivates me
Francisco
more.
firefighters waiting for them to finish the line. I mean, that's a lot more enticing than this, Alyssa. People who sleep with socks are psychopaths. Madison, I don't even wear socks. I can't even remember the last time I put socks on. Oh my fucking God, sleeping naked is wonderful. I only stopped when I had kids. Really, Ramen? Oh my God, I can't do it. Yes, 069, 069. Thank you, Samoans. I sleep in short sets and blankets, have to be on. Yeah, I have to, exactly. I have to be covered like someone's watching me sleep. I always sleep dressed because if there was a fire and I got a bust ass to get outside, I don't want the firemen to see me naked.
Maybe you do, BC.
I mean, BC, you're a skinny legend now, so
Right.
you may want them to see you naked. I'm not even in my bed. I'm on my sofa. Lately, I've been falling asleep on my couch too, and for some reason, I've been sleeping better than when I sleep in my bed.
Oh, I could never. I could never. I'm like the princess in the pea in my bed. I love it.
My neighbor used to sleep naked. We had a serious flood in '06, and the fire department came and got us all out. My neighbor ran out naked. He was our teacher, and his wife was yelling at him. Oh my God. And Ramen said, if I had any kind of privacy, I'd still sleep naked. If you slept naked, and pass gas, you'd put feces in the bed. I can't handle it.
Oh,
Of course, Madison comes out with that.
I know.
I should add that flood happened in the wee hours of the morning, so the fire department woke us up. We were all still asleep. It was 5, 6 a.m. Who's got poop sheets? Jojo said. Hey, oranges.
Hi, oranges.
I've lived most of my life in earthquake country, so I wear clothes to bed. If you know, and good morning, guys. Madison just ruined sleeping naked for me, said Samoans. Jessica, I have a sports bra on and clothes next to my bed. Next to my bed in case of a fire. So at least she has them on hand.
Well, I keep pants like right next to me in case I gotta jump up out of bed.
Madison, that's why. Wait, that's why I make my boyfriend wear underwear to bed. V, Madison, one of my littles farted on my pillow and I immediately threw the entire thing in the wash because I thought the poop particles too.
Madison, I think you've had enough to drink today already.
Simone's RIP birthday suit wearing, sleeping. Okay, let's get to the next room. Hey, Joni, good morning.
Good morning,
Is
Joan.
this one? You're all insane.
Yeah.
That's showing the support. You're all insane. This guy, he's giving out bong hits.
Goodness.
Bong hits. If anybody is running through the marathon, he's got the bong there and the lighter in his other hand.
He's ready to go. He's ready to light it up.
He is ready. This guy did a freaking Super Mario cube for people to jump up and hit.
Oh, that's cute. That's a cute idea. Did anybody jump up? Oh, yeah.
Here's another sign. The rats don't run this city. You do.
Oh, the naked girl, the sex people are here.
Oh, Madison, are they here for you? Pete has a dong. This man has the bong.
The rats don't run this city, you do. All right. Okay, then. But could you imagine, like, run now, poop later, never trust a fart? Like, you were in your home and you made this sign and you took your ass to go see these people run with those signs. Like, I don't understand.
Like, this guy was like, I am going to make a sign that says run now, poop later, never trust a fart.
Right.
With a poop emoji. That's what he did.
He was like, I'm okay with this, and I'm going.
This guy's handing out Oreos. Yeah, this guy with the pineapple on his head. Why? Who knows why?
It's talent right there.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody has the Citizen app on their phone, but there's some ridiculous alerts that have been coming through. Oranges, I love New Yorkers. He's a swinger. Oh, because he's got a pineapple on his head. The poop emoji is just chef's kiss. Yes. It gives me a little faith in humanity. I love it. Joni, did I say good morning? Did you hear me? A bunch of haters. They just trying to run off Krispy Kremes.
I thought the pineapple had to be upside down if you were a swinger.
I don't remember now. So here's some alerts that have come through the Citizen app. Report of person with weaponized apple. So what do you think that means? Do you think he's just whipping apples at people? Do you think he put a knife in the apple? Like, how does he have, what is a weaponized apple exactly? How would anybody understand that?
I don't know.
Yes, he's chucking them at people. Okay, so this one here. Rats attacking people in building.
That would be my worst nightmare.
But what are the police gonna do? Like, you called 911 and called in the police because rats attacking people in the building. What are they supposed to do for you? Like, there's probably somebody that's getting murdered in the door next to you, and you just called in a rat emergency.
I don't know. Who'd you call though?
I have no idea.
311.
Here's my favorite one. Person trapped in washing machine.
Oh.
I mean,
how'd you even get in there to begin with?
Why did you get in there?
And who closed the door on you?
Oranges, the police have super tiny handcuffs. In the sock, I had a golf club attacker in Philly. The best part of this app is the comments. Yes, it is, Kimmy. My family is trying to make decisions on Thanksgiving food. I made my list yesterday for all the stuff that we needed. They better come shoot that rat. When they were really I missed someone what's this thing. When they were really a pack of wild underground Yorkies that lost its way. There are snakes on the motherfucking plane style call. Yeah, okay, but like it's New York City, so I'm sure there's a rat control unit, right? Yeah, of course, there has to be. I mean, rats are like the biggest thing here. There's probably more rats than there are people.
I think you would call 311.
Yeah, Chantel did it. But how do you think this person got in the washing machine? And why are they in the washing machine? And who shut them in it? And how'd they call? I mean, who called for them?
I think somebody put them in the washing machine.
Did they call themselves from inside? Hi, I'm inside a washing machine trapped. Could somebody get me out? And how did they let them in the house?
I'm thinking it's a laundry. Oh no, if it was a laundromat, somebody else would see them. I don't know.
Kids hide and seek, maybe. But then the other why couldn't they get the person out? Laundromat, the mob did it. I gotta go. Be back. If y'all want to run a freaking 5-hour show, I'm here for it. No, it's okay, Simone. We don't want to run a 5-hour show, but thank you. Right. She's here for it because she's not up here. So she's like, yeah, do 5-6 hours. What the fuck do I care?
I'll listen to all day.
Yeah. Oh wait. It was just here. This one is pig loose on street. So again, first of all, why are you even calling in for a pig loose on the street? Like, are you scared of the pig?
Oh, V, 5-hour live stream, please. Not today, though. I have adulting to do.
Yes, so do we, V. Don't worry about it. Maybe they were a dirty rat. Who's afraid? Who's calling in? Who's calling the cops left and right on a pig loose? Kimmy, is it you? Pig's got big teeth. Right, BC? What the fuck, washing machine? Why? How? There's so many questions I need answered to that one. And there was no comments yet when I screenshot that. And I was so upset because I wanted to know the story of it. It's definitely someone's pet. So this one, one-eyed suspect armed with knife fled after assaulting man. Officers stated that the suspect has one eye and fled in a vehicle from the location. So not only does he have one eye, he's carrying a knife, assaulted someone, and now is driving a car.
Oh my goodness.
An actual pig. But you know what? Here you never know. Heather called. She wanted dinner.
Madison, I don't know a Heather.
We will call about a hog. But hogs look scary. Those are the ones with those big monster teeth, though, right, Jessica? Compared to just like a regular pig.
Well, what do you think? It was like a cute little baby pig that you want?
Oh, I would love a damn teacup pig. I mean, I would take that pig everywhere with me. Only need one eye. I've been there many nights at a bar. Did not drive. Oh, and you just could see through one eye, Kimmy? So here's a video of a psychopath cleaning their windows.
That'd be me.
Cleaning their fucking windows. I mean, who in their right fucking mind would do this? I mean, look how fucking high they are.
That's called determination. That's exactly what that is called. It's I can't stand the marks that I'm seeing, and it's got to be clean.
I could never, never. I mean, and there was that guy was just like in and out, like it was not even a big deal. He wasn't even like he didn't even show any fear. He was like, "I'm cleaning these fucking windows." Kimmy, you close one eye when you're drunk. That made me get those streaks off. Jason Momoa just got a pig, but says he will still eat pork. I think I would still eat pork, even if I had a tiny pig. My dad had to shoot a hog like 3 times when we put it out on the curb. These two dudes took its warm body and asked if we wanted any meat. Oh my God, Madison. Doesn't the building management have people for that? Of course. I'm sure they have the damn window cleaners. I mean, we seen that other window cleaner that was jumping from rooftop to rooftop because he locked himself out. There's window cleaners for every building.
But they also have things that go on the outside and the inside, like magnets that you
Right.
can clean it with, like that. You don't need to
No,
get.
he was like, I am gonna jump out, walk on the ledge of my freaking 50-story building, if that's how many stories it is, and I'm gonna clean my damn windows myself. So now this psycho at Central Park has a fucking pet skunk and is making the dog that's dressed up as a skunk for Halloween meet it like it's normal. Look, you're gonna meet the doggy skunk. Like that's normal. Look, you're gonna meet the doggy skunk. Okay.
So I would never let my dog go near the skunk because then if it sprays, I got to deal with that.
Jessica, not proud, but yes, to stay upright, I need to close one eye. Yes, Chantaler, here we go. Things found in the subway. A meat slicer. And let me just tell you, these meat slicers are like $2,000. So who's leaving a fucking meat slicer at the bottom of the steps in the subway? I mean, it obviously has to be. I mean, I would think it has to be broken and unrepairable because they are a lot of damn money. If I'm allowed to question heaven, I'm asking why skunks.
But they're also very heavy. So if
Yes.
you have the trouble of carrying it all the way down the stairs and from wherever God only knows where you came from, just to leave it.
Kramer's meat slicer. You could get their ducks removed so they don't spray. Having them as pets is a thing. I don't get it. But really, V, I
Right.
never ever heard of anybody having a skunk as a pet.
Me neither. And desprayed or not, I still don't want a skunk as a pet.
Right, Chantal, though. We don't really know what this slicer was used for. The haunted slicer. So here's a car. It says, "Don't let this plate fool you. A bitch is from New York." With her Florida plate.
That's cute.
So this is going to be our new electric UPS truck. Can you just picture this? They are going to knock this guy over in his little truck like they did with the cop ones that were like that. Like, where is he going? He's not safe in New York, driving around.
I see this and I immediately think nobody's ever getting their packages. What can he fit in that truck? First of all,
Right. Right.
like 5 packages?
Where is it? Right.
Unless they have like a million of these, they're never delivering packages on time ever again.
Exactly, V. What the hell are they putting in this UPS truck? Because it's electric now.
Exactly. That's not. It's not
So
at all.
here's some leftover Halloween things, but also normal people. So it's a combination of Halloween and normal. Like, look at this guy. He thinks he's Fred Flintstone in a Flintstone mobile. And
Oh,
then here comes the Grim Reaper. But look at this one. Look. Tell me this is not real. That's a real fucking knife he's pointing at this guy. Look, what you know what kills me? That this cow's got Crocs on. The cow's wearing fucking Crocs. Look at this. What's happening here?
what is this? What are you doing?
Look, do anything. You know this is just a. Right, you know he's just a normal person. This is not Halloween.
You know.
Because this is all you see.
Right now, it's trying to assimilate. Oh God!
Okay.
Look at him. Look, he thinks he's burning it.
There's no hope for us.
No hope. Okay. There's no hope for him. And this is the beginning of just so you can see the car that he's got a fucking legit full size goddamn coffin.
Smoking. I like that he's smoking.
Right, with a cigarette. Look at him. What's happening here? Why is he an iPhone? But wait, look, Central Park. Look, hi. Look, rowing in the Hudson. Look, Michael's sitting for lunch. Okay. This is probably the only normal Halloween costume. Look, it's Tim.
Oh!
Tim's. Look at this one. Look.
Hell yeah.
I just noticed the back of his other feet.
Okay. So, I mean, Dina, being the Tim expert,
Yes.
tell us what the difference between the upstate Tim wearer and the New York City Tim wearer.
The color, and there's no brown leather. You have to have the brown leather on the top.
I don't know who the heck that was, Chantadler. But, some of those are just the normal New York people, and some were mixed in with the leftover Halloween.
Wait a minute. The upstate ones are laced all the way out.
Right. It's the lace.
It's the lace and that brown leather wrap around.
Chantala, New York City, Manhattan, New York City, is like that all through the night. Like it's never dead. There's always lunatics out walking around doing something. And everything is still open.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're called the city that never sleeps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
News 4.
But you see the difference? Look, the NYC boots. There they are right there.
I don't wear Tim's, Madison. Just so you all know. When I was in school, I wore Tim's, but I haven't worn Tim's since then.
Yeah, the brown leather. See, that's brown leather on the top.
Yeah, Dina, you can read that.
If you raise your voice on the subway in New York City, just know that every person in the car will turn to look at you and expect showtime. Right. We want to see what's going on.
If you're on a bus, if you're on a train, if you're anywhere and somebody raises their voice
We're looking.
at somebody else, there is immediate silence.
Right. And we're looking. We're all staring. We're waiting to see the show.
Everybody's fucking watching. Everybody can't wait for this story. Madison, that's me. I probably have about 24 pairs of Uggs. I'm obsessed with Uggs. Uggs, slippers, boots, shoes. I'm an Ugg person. I love them. V said she's disagreeing with the Tims. She's from upstate.
Oh yeah, you wear the NYC ones, the brown leather tops, right?
Well, no, V said the difference is most of the farmers wore the right ones, but if you wore them for fashion, it was 100% the left pair. Okay. I'll be in Western New York and I'm going to take a pic of Tim's if I see anyone in them.
Guys, they better be wearing them the right way.
Oh, JoJo, mine too. I love them. I love the furriness inside it. Love it.
I have UGG boots. I mean, I have them too, but sometimes they're annoying to get on.
Love them. I have the clogs, the slippers. Obsessed with Uggs. So yeah, if anybody raises their voice, it is like somebody just screamed through a megaphone because everybody is silent, waiting for the show to start. And as remember, you got to make sure that the laces are done. Uggs make my toes too hot. Do they, BC? And it's supposed to be known that they're not supposed to make your feet sweat. I wear my Uggs, my slipper Uggs, my what do you call it? Slide on slipper Uggs through the summer too.
That's different, Kimmy. He's wearing them for work.
Yeah, my brother wears the laces up, but he buries people, so there's that. I have Uggs, one pair, the only pair I've ever owned. I've worn them in college, haven't touched them since, and I've been out for 10 years. I live in NC now. I never find a time to wear them. But you could just wear them. People wear them people wear them with shorts here.
Right.
Full on Ugg boot, tall Ugg boot with a pair of shorts. Oh, in the snow. Love them. So, I mean, times change. This video here is parents, stop sending your kids to school with the idea that if someone hits you back, don't hit them back. So, I mean, when I was growing up, I'm sure like everybody else's parents, if you told them that somebody hit you, they were telling you, well, you better fucking hit them back. Now it's like, no, don't touch them, talk it out, or I'll come to school, I'll fix it, a whole big thing. But when I went to school, that was not the case.
It's not the case now. And I fought with every single dean in Joseph's High School because self-defense, and I don't give a shit. Sorry.
Yes, Madison, and a bikini top. So are you going to wear your Uggs with shorts and a bikini top?
Do you remember that time? Do you want to do story time or no?
Let me just read these two comments.
Okay.
In upstate New York. They were the best, but in NC, I barely get to break out an actual jacket, let alone furry boots. If someone hits you, you better punch them 10 times harder or I'm going to spank you. Exactly, Madison. Oranges. My first pair of Uggs was 30 years ago when they only came in the one color, the chestnut brown. Yes. Wear them on the beach when my boyfriend would take me surfing in the mornings. Burn I was too. My best friend bought them for me in college. I feel so effing fancy. I haven't bought a pair of Uggs in a long time because they fucking last. So I don't even really know how much they cost now, but I mean, I'm sure they were expensive when I did buy them, but I've had them for years. Yo, come at me, bro. That's what's wrong. I said what I said. Stick up for yourself, right?
I tell Joseph was brought up like that. Somebody puts their hands on you, you beat the shit out of them. Like that's it. You have 100% full permission. You will not be in trouble.
Yes, BC. I got Bear Paw slippers too. I love them. Yeah, Bear Paw is a great brand too. They're nice and cozy too. I found some slingbacks for 130. Yeah, I love them. Okay, do you want to do story time?
Yeah. Okay, so my first boyfriend, Nick, remember Nick?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we were still together or we were like broken up for the week or whatever, but there was supposed to be another girl around. Remember her name was Lizette?
Okay, I don't remember these people. It had to be like 30 years ago.
It was. So we all know I'm not the fighter, right? But my sister is. So I wanted to go confront her. So they drove. I didn't because they were older, her and her best friend. And we went driving around looking for her, whatever, and we couldn't find her, so we went to her house. So my sister and her best friend get out of the car, they go ring the bell or whatever. And I don't remember who, if it was you or your bestie who had my name plate on.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had took my diamond nameplate and put it on. So when they opened the door, they would think, because she didn't know who I was, they would think that it was me at the door. I was in the car, by the way. So in the back seat. So they go to the door. The girl wasn't home. Was she home or was the mother there?
It was the mother.
It was the mother. So we get back in the car, and then like it was like what, like 3 hours before we went back home.
Yeah.
We got a call or whatever. Well, no, beeped, right? Daddy beeped us.
Yeah. Because it was beepers back then.
Right. To come home. So we go home or whatever. And my father's sitting in the yard, and he calls us back out there, and he's like, "What happened today?" or whatever. So we're like, "What do you mean? What happened?" Nothing happened or whatever. He's like, "What happened?" So we're like, "Why?" So he's like, "Some woman came to the door looking." What did she say? That your daughter.
She came to the door. My father answered, and she's like, I just want to tell you that your daughters came to my house to start a fight with my daughter, and you need to speak with them. So my father's like, yeah, okay. So she's like, well, do you need my telephone number or so you can let me know what the outcome is? So he's like, I'm sure they have your phone number if they already knew what your address was. And he slammed the door on her.
So we get home. So we're in the yard. So he tells us what happened. So we tell him the story or whatever, and he turns around and he tells us, he goes, the next time you go to somebody's house, what do you say? Um, Make sure you get out of the car with bats.
Right. With bats. And everybody's seen my tiny bat.
Right. The next
Hey,
time
Stephanie. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Stephanie. The next time you go to somebody's house, make sure you get out with bats. They told us. We thought we were dead. We thought we were in so much trouble. No. Nothing.
But I also, wait, let me just catch up on the chat here. Beepers 80085. Boobs, yes. Well, what was it? What was it? 07734 was hello.
Yeah.
I had the sweater Uggs too, Kimmy. Well, I still do have them. That would have been a beating for being a tattle, right? So I had another story because like when you're in school and like somebody wants to fight you, it's like, okay, tomorrow at 3:00, blah blah blah. Like it's scheduled.
So you in the school, you had a 3.
Right. Like mine was I had to fight. It was because one of my friends was like caught with like one of these cheerleaders' boyfriends or something or whatever the case. So like all the cheerleaders like want to like beat my friend up or whatever. So it was like tomorrow after school, meet us on the football field. So I'm telling my father, I have to go beat up these girls tomorrow. Love is scheduled scrap. Yes.
Right. Uh-huh.
So he didn't make no big deal of it. So that day I go to school, blah blah blah. I got in the whole fight with all these girls in the football field. Come back home that day, and my father's like, "How'd you do?" So I'm like, it went well. He's like, okay, good.
Was that the fight that you wound up beating up all the cheerleaders?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was like me and my friend and like 6 fucking cheerleaders jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me so glad I went to a tiny ass middle of nowhere school.
Right, it went well.
It went well. Let me schedule you for this whooping right quick. Yes.
Right. So
Well,
when I went to that school after her, it was like everybody knew her. So I was allowed to talk all the shit I needed to because they would come. So I didn't care. So I was worse because I would run my mouth knowing that she was going to beat the shit out of anybody. So
right. And then Dina got in too much trouble there and was taken out and put into a private school.
I, I, not a private school, a school that once you were in, you were not allowed back out. Like they locked the
Right.
doors. No, this school had 8 classrooms. That was it. 8 classrooms.
My grandfather was also the principal right before I went to school, so everyone knew him, and there was no way I was allowed to get into trouble. Oh God, V.
Oh my God, V, I cut out so much in my freshman year. The phone rang once and I picked it up and they asked to speak to my father and he tells me his first name or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, tell him it's Mike. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Daddy, here the phone, blah, blah, blah. It was the fucking principal that he knew personally. I handed him the phone. I handed him the phone.
Mm-hmm. BC older sisters suck. This makes me wish I had an older sister. It really pays to be the youngest sibling sometimes. So this is his story.
On you, kid. Shit like this, now this is part of the problem. I was raised that in school, somebody put hands on you, you fuck them up, and then we go home and talk about it. If my kid gets suspended for fighting back against somebody who put their hands on him, I'm taking that kid out for ice cream after I pick him up. I'm gonna be sitting in the dean's office side-eyeing my kid like. And if the kid who hit my kid, if their parent has a problem, then I'm gonna hit the parent. No, I'm kidding. But look, self-defense is a valuable lesson that kids need to learn growing up.
My sister was the one always in trouble. I was the goody two shoes. OV. Jojo, I'm the youngest, but by 5 years, so my sister was never there to save me.
Aw,
Sorry, Jojo. I would have saved you.
I know.
I'm the youngest of 6. My older stepsisters suck. Oh, I'm sorry, BC. V, I also went to school with 400 kids, pre-K through 12. I was right. Even one school, my graduating class was 16 kids, and we had 3 people graduating earlier from the grade below. Wow, V. Ramen, you gave.
I did. I hated him freaking phone. I was like, oh my, I ratted on myself with that. Like I was like,
V, my sister hated me in school, but was my best friend at home. It never made sense. My brother is 3 years younger, but acts like the big brother now. BC, I was the sister always down to whoop a few. BC, Kimmy, I'm the oldest. BC, my bros just threw wet socks at me. Now, the one who buries bodies is always here because he needs to poop or eat all my food. Other girls asked if they mess with my siblings. Of course, BC, you got to do what you got to do.
well, I was always in trouble. I was always forever in trouble because I always got caught, and my father thought my sister was so good. Meanwhile, she just never got caught.
Right. Jojo, I was suspended 3 times in Catholic high school, and not once was it due to fighting. BC, I chased a few girls home in my time for talking shit to my brother. Yeah, BC. Stephanie, the effing struggle there. It didn't help that I was preppy and she was gothic, so it wasn't cool for her to give me any slack at school. Ramen, I skipped for 3 months school, called when I got home one day. I fucked up and answered. I knew the voice was the AP. I need to speak to the parents of.
Oh my
No,
God.
no habla inglés. Jojo's a little troublemaker. So many school suspensions. I almost was kicked off cheer and the Dixie Darlings. I can't take her. Smoking and drinking was a story. The stories are shameful. Well, don't you have a story about when you threw Joseph in the car and made him beat that kid up?
Oh my God, yeah.
Because of the bus stop bully?
Yes. So, first of all, Joseph's not a bully. He will never start a problem. but he loves when there is a problem because he loves to fight. So he's like, yeah, start with me because he's a fighter. So he had this girlfriend or whatever, and supposedly there was a rumor going. I don't even remember the rumor, but he told me. Now he'll always tell me when there's a beef, so I'm prepared. So whether the school calls or the parents, like I'll always know what's going on. He never leaves me in the dark. So he had told me he was like 30 kids are supposed to like jump me on the bus tomorrow. So I'm like, what? So he's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So he gets on the bus. So of course I made sure I was at the bus stop when he got, when he got off the bus. But I wasn't like where he could see me because I didn't want to embarrass him. You know what I mean? So I'm on the corner, like, and I'm watching, and I see him get off the bus, and I see that he's got like his people with him or whatever, and then I see the other kids. So I think I might even have some of it on video. So they're talking, whatever. The two groups are talking or whatever. So I see Joseph drop his book bag or whatever. And I'm like, all right, should I get out of the car now? Should I get out of the car now? So I'm like, let me wait. So the kid's like, no, like I don't want to fight or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So they didn't want the fighting. So they wound up started walking away, and I get Joseph in the car. So I'm like, what happened? So he's like, oh, they didn't want to fight and this and that, whatever. He was like, but I don't believe them because the other kid that he was with, his father pulled up. So I didn't really know what was going to happen. So I said, all right, I pulled around the block and the kids were walking. So I got out of the car with him and I'm like, you want to fight my son? You're going to have him jumped? So he's like, so the kid was like, not saying anything. I'm like, let me know right now. I'm like, because I'm going to make him beat the shit out of you right now. And he's not going to get in trouble for it. I'm like, and you could all get your parents. I'm like, because nobody's going to jump my son. I'm like, so if you want to fight him, you're going to fight him now. In the middle of the street, screaming my head off like a lunatic. They wound up not fighting because who's going to fight with a mother who's a lunatic? And that was the end of that. But I mean, I was screaming my head off. Like I was like, I'm going to make him beat the shit out of you right now. And we're going to end this. We're going to end it right now. And he didn't want to fight him.
Right. I'm going to make him fight you right now, boy. Jojo wants to know how old Joseph was then. What was he, like in 7th or 8th grade?
14, yeah. 14.
Yeah. When he used to wait at the bus. And I used to kidnap him.
Yeah. 14.
Was this part recorded?
The part that was, no, because I was screaming. Nobody was going to record me. No, the part that was recorded was, I think, him dropping his book bag, I think. Yeah, I was in the car hiding. I didn't want to embarrass him. But I was there. I mean, I would have fought with him if I had to. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Or just ran them down with the car.
Right.
So our next article, JetBlue flight going from New York City to Detroit, had a guy masturbating on the plane. We need to get both of these two dash cams.
I know, Madison, but I was annoyed at this point. I was annoyed because don't make the kid be all stressed out that he's gonna get jumped by 30 kids, and then when he confronts you, he don't do shit, and then somebody else's parent pulls up and nothing gets squashed. So I had to end it. It had to come to an end.
So
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So the pilot was called and they wound up moving the passengers around so this guy could be sitting by himself. And once the plane landed, the guy was arrested, obviously. But could you fucking imagine, like, you're on a goddamn plane and somebody just starts fucking masturbating next to you?
No, like, I don't even understand that.
Okay. So this is this fucking cracked me up because Staten Island has a big pill problem with overdoses of pills and people selling
right,
pills everywhere.
right.
So look at this guy's shirt. Staten Island Percocets, 30 milligrams.
Yeah.
Now this is bus driver. Again, snakes on a motherfucking plane type call, right, Jan Toddler? Yes, oranges. The flight crew was just like, get the other passengers away from him, and would, I guess, finish your job or whatever the fuck he was doing. So what you're saying is, if I want a private row, I just put my hands on his pants. He had his pants fully off, Madison.
Oh my goodness.
You can still sit with me. We can eat popcorn while we listen in on these stories. V. Squash it, stomp it with Sims. We only like your squash from Petty Pump. What's her name? Paula Pumpkin. So look at this bus driver. When a New York City speed bump knocks the cool out of you. Look, he's like, oh no.
Oh shit.
It's like,
Oh shit, what happened?
Just fucking crashed his bus.
He's like, well, right. What did I hit?
So look at this van. Look, these two fucking bunnies. Sorry, BC. Having sex, smoking fucking cigarettes. Okay. Anybody see anything odd with this picture? Tina, can you spot it?
I'm gonna say it's the monkey on his head.
Right. Does everybody see the monkey on the guy's head? I don't know if this is DMV or wherever the hell he is, but he's got a fucking monkey on his head. I wonder if they have candy in that van. I'm sure they have a lot of stuff in that van, Madison.
Yes, Kimmy. It's like turn the music down so you can see. And I do that.
So do I.
That, right?
I just shut the fucking radio off so I could find an address.
I'm like, wait, let me concentrate. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right, DMV support animal. I know you love this. The signs on the delis here. No entry. Do not fucking enter. Yes, you dumb fuck. We love this deli signs.
The rudeness of New York City is just top of the charts.
Okay, so this is a Brooklyn squirrel. Because only in Brooklyn do the squirrels eat pizza.
He's enjoying that crust.
Squirrels eat pizza.
Brooklyn squirrels eat pizza. Yes.
He's got to eat.
Right. Squirrels got to eat. He's eating the fucking pizza. This guy put out a box. This is on Halloween. Okay. You know, people put out candy. Okay. Fragile treats without tricks. Malted horseshoe crab shells from Crescent Beach on Staten Island.
Why? Why?
Why? Exactly. Tell me why.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously you see the box is still full. So
Right.
nobody's taking Your fucking crab shells.
Nobody wants them.
And
Yeah.
he's saying treats without the tricks. Like he really thinks this is a legit treat. I don't know what's worse, that or pennies.
But he's even saying like where they hail from. Like
From
Staten Island. Like
right,
that's
from
so
Crescent Beach,
special.
Island.
That's where they're from.
Or the people that accidentally gave away dog shit. Madison, is that true?
Yes, it was on a Ring doorbell.
Oh my God. BC, my dad used to give out pennies.
She put like the dog shit in like the little bags, little black bags, and she would leave them outside on her porch. Her husband was supposed to throw them away. And when the kids were coming up, they were taking the bags thinking that it was the candy.
Stephanie, I know there was one person at the end that stole that whole box. Why? Why is there a monkey on the head in the DMV? Sometimes we just don't ask questions.
I know.
But it's funny how they let him in like it was nothing. Like it wasn't a big deal. Okay, you could bring your monkey in.
Right? I don't know.
Okay, so you love the Subway series. So this is what's going on now in the subway terminal. Tattoos. Free tattoos outside the subway.
Oh, that's very unsanitized.
Yes. Tattoos. Right outside.
Well, why does he have nothing?
Subway passing by. Bare ass.
Oh.
And there's the toll jumpers.
Oh.
Hey, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. Good morning. Oh, my goodness.
Not an ass tattoo in the subway. Dude is chilling, getting his ink. Yes. It had a diaper. My husband just asked, what's taking me so long to get ready?
Wait, don't even laugh. That happened to me.
What?
Not that fall, but not on the train style. In the hospital, I was walking into work, and they have.
I remember the story.
And they have the glass doors like that open. From like the waist down, like you badge in, and the door, the glass opens. And I was carrying 2 cups of hot coffee, and security seen that my hands were full, so they beeped it so it would open. I don't know what happened, but it closed as I was walking through, and I fell over the glass doors. The coffee went all over the place. I was devastated. I was so embarrassed because it was like I went into the entrance where there was like the family waiting for their family members to come out of surgery. I was dead. I was so embarrassed. And then I had to do an incident report. And when I got into my manager's office, she was like, what the hell happened? I was like, I don't know. They told me I got to do an incident report. So we're doing it, right? And we're dead. We're start laughing, right? So, because I managed to save half, like almost all the coffee though. So security calls and he's like, oh, I just need to know what type of sneakers you had on. I'm like, God.
Right, because they think that you didn't have the proper fucking attire on, and that's why you got stuck in a gate. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was terrible. I was so embarrassed.
But you're also the same person that got blown over and fell in a puddle.
No, that was not funny. That was some serious shit. That was not funny. I was going into the psychiatrist's office, chiropractor's office, right? So I parked like on a main block or whatever, and it was raining, it was downpouring or whatever. So I was parked on the side of the office, and by the time I got out, it was like an hour later. My doors, there was like a flood right where my car was parked, and the water was like up to like where you would open the door, so I couldn't open my door on like. Do not laugh. It was not funny. So I'm like, how am I gonna get in the fucking car? So the way the car was, it was like Honda parked on a slant. So I would, if I walked to the driver's side, like I was able, the back door, I was able to open the back door without water getting in the car to like jump into the front seat. So when I went to step in, I had, first of all, I had Guess flip flops on. Okay. When I went to step into the street, into the flood, to like go to try to get into the car, there was a bus that came through the flood. Do not laugh, idiot.
Hey, Bobby. Good morning.
Good morning. The flood, the wave that the bus made from the flood knocked me down. So I felt my knees in the flood. I lost my flip flop. My hands were bleeding.
It was the garbage truck. Didn't the garbage truck make the wave that wiped you out?
It was a bus, an MTA bus. It was a bus. So now I wound up getting in the car. I'm soaked because like I felt like on my knees and my hands like really fell like flat. And I had my key ring around my finger, so my hands were cutting and bleeding, my knees were bleeding. I lost my fucking flip flop, which I love those flip flops. I couldn't find it anywhere. I even went back after the flood subsided to look for it. I couldn't find it. It was a disaster. So
I mean, till this day, me and my mother will never let her leave it down. If she leaves my house and it's raining, we're like, be careful out there. It's raining.
But it wasn't, because they can't picture how bad it was. It's like, you know, like when you're in the ocean or whatever, and like a big wave comes and knocks you down. They can't picture that this is how it was in the street. But it was like, it took me out. It took me out.
Right. Yes, Bobby. I wish that was Brit Witch falling over that thing. Madison, I love how D wants to add insult to injury. It was in a trash truck.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I get in the car and now I have to climb over the seats, bleeding and soaking wet. It was a disaster that day.
I mean, when it's raining really hard, we're like, I hope Dean didn't go out today because, you know. Jojo, she's so serious about it.
Because it was bad.
She almost drowned. She got wiped out by a bus wave.
Oh my God.
Understand it though. Yes, Jojo, that was exactly what I was going to say. Dina is falling all the fucking time. She is known to be fucking falling all the time. So for this bus to fucking wipe her out on a main street just took me out.
It was bad. It was bad. I couldn't stand the pressure of the wave. It came at me, the wave. It took me down. I'm telling you.
I mean, I could imagine.
I wasn't prepared. Did I think that was the wave was gonna, what did I think that was gonna happen?
V, it sounds like you need to keep an entire outfit with shoes in the trunk of your car just in case you have another coffee or bus situation. Exactly. Dina now teaches surfing in the New York City streets.
Now I know to be careful. See?
So I just rewound it a little bit so you could see the toll jumper. So this is what they do in the subways so that they think they could get away with not having to pay the subway toll. But he had a problem getting through.
Picture that, how she's hanging over, but with 2 cups of hot coffee. That's what I look like.
Oh, good, Stephanie.
Stephanie, I wasn't fucking prepared. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think that a fucking wave was going to take me down on a main street in Staten Island. Okay. I wasn't braced for it. I wasn't prepared.
No, she wasn't prepared. We weren't prepared. I mean, me and my mother were dying with the wave story, dying that she got stuck in the fucking gate at work. Like, these things only fucking happen to her. The smiley face on the hoodie. Yes. So this is just some, up to date New York City news. They finally picked the tree that they're going to cut down and bring to New York City for our, what the heck is it called? What I just right, Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I just forgot what the hell it was called.
Stephanie, I know, but P.S. They bought me a new pair of Guess flip flops. Was that nice?
I'm forever going to remember the story every time it rains now.
Wait, they bought me another pair, a brand new pair of Guess flip flops because I went back for days looking for my fucking flip flop.
She went back on the streets. She went back to go look for the fucking flip flop.
I did because I loved them. And you know what happened to the second pair of those Guess fucking flip flops? My dog chewed them. Okay.
Yeah. So this will be the tree in Rockefeller Center. If anybody watches the big tree lighting that they do on TV, or if anybody has gone to see the tree during Christmas time. So New York City, do you all actually eat roasted chestnuts? It seems like New York City is magical Christmas. Yes, we do. We actually make our own chestnuts, and we actually get our own chestnuts and roast them.
My sister loves roasted chestnuts. I do. And it is very magical at Christmas time, I have to say.
That's the only time of the year.
Right, Kimmy? Because I was like, where the hell did it go? Like, where is it? Because when I went back the next day, it was like the flood never even happened. Like, There was no remnants of it. Like, and it was like a wide street. No
remnants left of the incident. I went to see the tree and the Rockettes. Oh, you went to see the Christmas show?
We seen it. We went to see it.
Yeah, we've gone a couple of times to see it. Mm-hmm. The tree in front of the White House is ugly. I'm looking forward to seeing Niagara Falls at Christmas time this year. I'm sure that's really pretty, Madison. I bet you the bus driver went back and stole your flip-flops. But you know what's funny, Stephanie? The bus driver 1,000% seen her there and sped up.
No, he was going so slow through it.
You fucking speed up when you see people walking and there's a puddle.
He was going so slow through it. I think that's what made like the ripple effect. He couldn't. It was high.
Right, Madison. On his loudspeaker on the bus. Yo, watch me take out this woman getting in the car. Mm-hmm. And as she's getting out of the chiropractor, which makes it even worse. Okay. This story, has to be the best fucking story. This is made fucking New York Post news. I want you to know. New York Post fucking news. My best friend was a seagull until it attacked me and trashed my house.
Yeah, you're crazy, lady.
Now I know buses are taking Dina's out.
No. He was going so slow.
Where is my... Okay. Let me just get this up. Okay. This feathered friend turns into a frightened foe. A woman who became besties with a wild seagull during the COVID pandemic has had the bird turn on her, trashing her home and biting her nose, and it was all caught on camera. Haley, 41 years old, recorded the bird's brutal betrayal before sharing it on TikTok, where it went viral, clocking up more than 2.3 million views. Haley, a one-time hairstylist who is now unemployed, told the news that she named her seagull pal Bernie and has been feeding him every day since 2020. It was during COVID years and everyone was indoors, so he became sort of like my new best friend. Haley stated, "He's one of the only people I see I see really. I see him every day, and I see my mom once a month."
Look, they want to see the videos. Use as sickos too.
There was no, I couldn't find the video. I think she took it down. However, on October 29th, a boisterous Bernie arrived on Haley's balcony before she let him into her house, only for disaster to ensue. Let me just get to the next slide here. Okay. So there's him biting her nose.
Oh.
The British native began what?
She doesn't look like she's scared.
The British native began filming the ordeal with the usually placid bird seen flying excitedly around the home, knocking over ornaments and making a mess. She believes that Bernie may have become worked up after whiffing the potato wedges she had recently cooked. So she grabbed hold of the seagull to calm him. "I decided to give him a cuddle, but before I let him go, he pecked me," she recalled. "I think he was annoyed because he wanted the wedges. He bit my nose. I threw him out the window, and suddenly my veneers wasn't in my mouth. I was like, oh no, what happened?" Knocked her fucking veneers out. Let me get to the next slide.
This story's taking a turn. But he...
So, here she is. Despite Bernie's betrayal, Haley says she's ready.
Sorry.
Okay, bless you. Despite Bernie's betrayal, Haley says she's ready to forgive her feathered friend. "I think he loves me, really," she declared. Says Bernie has already appeared back on her balcony. "I've collected the feathers he leaves on the windowsill, and I'm going to make a dream catcher out of them." Let's go to the next one. So there he is on the balcony. Haley says she has now super glued her veneers back into her mouth. You love that, Kimmy? As she awaits a dentist appointment. Meanwhile, Bernie's bite has left her with a nasty facial injury. "He really, really hurt my nose. I've got a cut. I've got to keep putting cream on and making sure it is clean properly," she revealed. "He cut all the way from one side, underneath and inside the nose, as well as down the middle on the other side. So I've got this snip on my nose. It's all scabby and bloody." However, she is willing to forgive her feathered friend.
I think he thought her nose was a potato. I think he thought it was a potato wedge. He didn't know.
Let me see. Madison just found the video. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Of course she did. Oh, I know on that. Could you imagine? I don't even know. The Gorilla Wiggly.
Okay, let me just get it.
This is why I got a
Okay. Let me share this screen. This is why I hate my job. People and the shit they do to avoid the dentist. Super glue. Nobody learns from the Gorilla Glue Wig Lady. I know, right? Oh my God, this bird's not your friend.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Fucking wake up every morning. It's a fucking joke. Bernie! No! You need to fucking get out! Oh my God, I'm not gonna do this. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Told you! Stop jumping on my balcony, you little shit! Stop it! Jumping on my balcony, okay?
Ow!
Fucker! Go on now, piss off. This is why I got a fucking...
Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so Thanksgiving parade. They're starting to test out all the inflatables. So there is 2 new. Oh, wait. We have 4 new floats for everybody that watches the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Exactly, Stephanie. He was probably like, "Don't, first of all, you grabbing me up like this." He was totally annoyed. I got it.
Macy's tested the newest Thanksgiving Day parade balloons Saturday during its Balloon Fest event at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. So it's obviously, for anybody who doesn't know, it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern on November 24th. And it is on 34th Street and 7th Avenue by Macy's. And the new floats are going to be 4 new characters, and they're going to be Bluey, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dino, and Stuart the Minion are the new floats this year. Okay, so Starbucks. Does anybody have one of these where they live?
A Starbucks?
It is going to be a higher advanced version of Starbucks.
I didn't
And
know
let me
that
just
they
get
had names either.
that. What? If you're a coffee lover who enjoys sampling innovative brews and watching the art of caffeine production up close, you might revel in this news. Starbucks Coffee Company just announced plans to open a new Starbucks Reserve location spanning 23,000 square feet and 3 floors at the Empire State Building in Manhattan. Now you could sip an espresso martini and snack on some shareable plates right in the epicenter of New York City. Officially launching on November 16th, the one-of-a-kind destination will showcase the imagination of Starbucks with new and classic beverages crafted with Starbucks Reserve coffee. They're going to have workshops and tastings as well, an extensive menu of shareable plates and entrees.
So they're going to be like a restaurant too?
No, it's going to be like a little fancy bar coffee place.
Exactly.
So,
I can barely order there now. How much more advanced do they need it? Exactly.
right. So we have Staten Island the musical making a debut.
Oh.
Apparently, it said that Staten Island the musical made its debut to a sold-out crowd at the Lighthouse Museum during summer. I've never even fucking heard of this musical. Have you?
No.
And now the show is now on the road. Set in New York City's most calm borough, Staten Island. The musical redefines what it means to be a resident of Richmond County. Richmond County is also another word for Staten Island. After a successful limited run in its hometown, no idea when the fuck that was, the show is gearing up for a fall winter performance in Midtown Manhattan and in Woodbridge, New Jersey. The musical opens a 5-show stand at West 36th Street, and they will have tunes like "You Are in My Spot." We could use we could use "Another Bank" and "The Walk in the Mall." The show highlights the sometimes misunderstood magnetism of Staten Island to a whole new crowd.
It is the forgotten musical, Madison, because I've never even heard of it.
It is. So the Titanic. Oh, let me go back.
Yeah, go and film it.
Okay. So they are going to bring another exhibit to Manhattan. Too bad I never go to Manhattan. This, well, it already opened yesterday, opening on November 11th in Manhattan. This exhibit will feature life-size replicas of the Titanic, allowing you to slip into the depths of history. The free audio tour will guide you through this internationally well-known exhibit, which will last about 80 to 90 minutes.
That's cool, though.
I don't know. Would you be interested? You would be interested in seeing that?
Yeah.
Some of the personal belongings that were found on the boat, such as a child's boot, a personal notebook of a passenger who died the night of the sinking, and a tin of rationed cookies, were recovered from a lifeboat. Even the necklace that inspired the heart of the ocean in the Titanic will be on display.
Oh, thank you, Oranges.
Titanic expedition, the admission will be $31 for those over 4.
How much?
And VIP tickets, $31 for those over 4 years old, with senior, military, and student discounts available. And VIP tickets start at $39. I don't know what you get for VIP, but that's going to be also another new exhibit going on. So I know a lot of people are into this next one, which I also think might be our last. So, I want the real story behind the Watcher? Catch bonus episodes of Father Wants Us Dead podcast. So, Father Wants Us Dead, the hit podcast by NJ.com, NewJersey.com, about the infamous New Jersey killer John List, is back with a bonus episode to bring listeners the real story behind the Watcher, whose haunting letters tormented a family in the same town where List murdered his family. To get the real story, Father Wants Us Dead host Jessica went back to Westfield and interviewed sources, including the Brodus family's lawyer, an investigator on the case, and the author of the New York Magazine that is the basis of the Netflix series, and the neighbors who watched the story unfold from the doorsteps. The bonus episodes will be available now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and fatherwantsusdead.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts. With 9 episodes in the series and now 3 bonus episodes, has garnered over 4 million listeners from people all around the world. So if you want more gossip on this, I didn't watch any of it yet because everyone said it sucked, but now I want to see
I watched
these
it.
three like behind the scenes fucking episodes.
I watched it, and the ending was disappointing. Speaking of new shows that are on Netflix, so I'm hearing there's a whole huge thing about this freaking Just from Scratch. Did anybody hear about this yet? Like, it's all over TikTok. Everybody in my job is talking about it. And everybody that's watching this is snotting, bawling tears. I have no idea what it's about. I'm thinking it's some type of love story, but this is the new series that everybody's watching. From Scratch, it's called.
Well, you had mommy start it last night, so thank you for that.
I did have my mother start it.
Okay, let me just catch up because I was reading. I missed some of the chat. Ramen, I think he wanted the potato wedges. Of course he did.
I think he
I
thought
think
his
he needs some
nose
friends.
was a potato.
Oh Lord, not the knocking out of the veneers. Yes. Seagulls are not friends. Right. I think she needs some friends. Yes. Home Alone vibes. Not stop super gluing them back in. Well, now she's truly fucked. Kimmy, what happens when somebody super glues their veneers in? What do you have to do? Super glue has nobody learns from the wig. I remember that wig lady story. This is why I hate my job, people and shit they do to avoid the dentist. This was a great show. Love these stories. Thanks, Kimmy. Like, hey, lady, the bird shits through feathers. What did you expect? Bernie didn't appreciate the way she was speaking to him, so he said, F off, you bitch, and bit her. Am I the only one that's into parades? I love the fucking parade, Kimmy. I'm obsessed with it. I cannot even start Thanksgiving unless I have the fucking parade on.
I don't care about the parade.
I know. Kevin is my favorite minion. I could barely order there now. How much more advanced do they need it? Yes. I mean, who would even think that they would get like even more bougie than they are and have now this fancy ass fucking Starbucks reserve location? Like, you know how much money these coffee shots must fucking be if their regular damn coffee is so expensive?
Right. Right. Well, that's why they're putting it in Manhattan.
I feel like you need to go and film these. Oh, the musical? Yeah, musical that we knew nothing about. I'm happy you guys started this late time. I've missed the last couple of weeks because, 5:30 a.m. Yeah, exactly. That's why we made it later. We need to talk to Denise about more TV time.
What TV time do you want, Madison?
You're talking about Discord? I'm already fucking behind. I didn't get to watch the last Handsmaid. I have to stream that because I need to see the finale of the freaking Handsmaid. And then tomorrow, of course, we have American Horror, which I think only has another 1 or 2 weeks left also.
Oh, good. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, 5 or 6-year-olds would love the exhibit. Yeah.
I
Watch this.
think it should have been free, first of all.
What should have been free?
The kids getting on the Titanic. Do they
Oh,
really
yeah. Yeah, on to 4. Yellow, yeah.
Right.
It's supposed to be a very super fucking sad love story. I was not watching it. I was doing things my mother had on in the background.
Oh, Jessica, please tell me that you heard my flood story.
Where does one sign up for friends? I envy you. I have the problem when I start something, I have to watch the whole thing. That's my mother. She was, what time she was up until last night? Almost 1 a.m. because she had to get a couple more episodes in.
Watching from scratch?
Yeah.
I did that. I did that to her.
Super glue is not the answer. You can fuck up your entire mouth. The parade and football Thanksgiving traditions. Yes. V, do you watch the Macy's Day Parade parade, or do you watch another parade? I don't understand why people do veneers. Kim, you'll have to explain to me. I need serial killers. I want to do Gacy's series, Madison. Unpopular opinion, I'll take gas station coffee over Starbucks. My sister called. I missed a lot. Oh.
Jessica, you got to go back. You have to go back.
Listen, I like 7-Eleven coffee. I like McDonald's coffee actually a lot.
I like McDonald's coffee too.
As in cosmetics really is not a full crown. Okay. Oh, of course, Foodie's fucking live. Dina was putting herself on display while riding waves in the New York City streets.
Mm-hmm.
Community coffee is a million times better than Starbucks. And yes, to Gacy. Well, guys, I think we caught up on 2 weeks worth of New York nonsense. So if anybody knows, we have a new series that's on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights around 8:30, and that we do trending stuff, beauty news, and we have reaction to the HRH collection and reactions to Maybay's life, and there's a lot of stuff. It's called Everything Goes.
Which
Everything,
is
well, everything but
right,
everything about nothing, but everything goes.
Right. There's story times on there, and HRH and
Maybay.
Maybay put
Period.
right. It's period, because I don't think Chantel could never. She could
Chantel
never.
could never compete with the lunacy of both of these.
Right.
But
So, I haven't seen it.
so that's Tuesday nights and Thursday nights live, around 8:30 Eastern. So hopefully you guys could all make it on Tuesday night. And we see the foodies live, which is perfect because we are ending now anyway. So everybody enjoy the rest of your Saturdays.
Thank you.
And
Kim.
hopefully we'll see you all Tuesday night, and I'll see whoever's in the Discord in there. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you all for coming. We love you.
Thanks
all.
for coming. Love you all.